In 1787, Ernst Chladni sprinkled sand on a metal plate and drew a violin bow along its edge. The sand didn't scatter randomly. It organized itself into precise, symmetrical geometric patterns. Stars, mandalas, concentric rings. He had discovered something extraordinary. Sound has shape. 2 centuries later, Hans Jenny refined this into a formal discipline he called cymatics. Using sine wave generators and various frequencies, he showed that sound does not merely travel through matter, it organizes matter. Different frequencies produce different geometric forms. As the frequency increases, the patterns grow more complex, more ordered, more beautiful. The implications are staggering. If sound shapes matter, then the acoustic environment inside which any system develops, a cell, an embryo, a civilization, directly determines its structural organization. This is why ancient temples were built with specific acoustic properties. The Great Pyramid's King's Chamber resonates at precisely 438 Hz. The chamber at Newgrange in Ireland produces standing waves that concentrate at winter solstice. The stone chambers at Chavín de Huántar in Peru were engineered to produce disorienting acoustic effects that ancient priests used to induce altered states. These weren't decorative choices. They were functional engineering decisions made by cultures that understood something modern architecture completely ignores. The frequency of a space shapes the consciousness of everyone inside it. The ancients built with sound as deliberately as we build with steel. The next episode is already in my profile. Subscribe so you don't miss it. In 1998, biochemist Glenn Rain published a study showing that different forms of music produced measurably different effects on DNA in test tubes. Classical and New Age music caused DNA strands to wind more tightly, a state associated with stability and health. Heavy metal and grunge caused DNA strands to unwind, associated with cellular stress. The mechanism appears to involve phonons, quanta of sound energy that can interact directly with molecular structures. Your DNA is not a static blueprint. It is a dynamic, acoustically sensitive antenna, constantly responding to the frequency environment around it. The solfeggio frequencies are a 6-tone scale referenced in Gregorian chants that was systematically removed from Western music notation in the 16th century. The original 6 tones, 396, 417, 528, 639, 741, and 852 Hz, each correspond to specific biological and psychological effects documented in modern bioacoustic research. 528 Hz is the most studied. Multiple researchers, including John Leonard, have shown that 528 Hz causes structural changes in water and appears to facilitate DNA repair mechanisms at the cellular level. It is measurably distinct from the nearby frequency of 440 Hz, the current international standard tuning pitch, adopted globally in 1939. Before 1939, most instruments were tuned to 432 Hz. The difference is 11 vibrations per second. But cymatics shows that even small frequency differences produce completely different geometric forms, different shapes, different structures, different effects on the matter they pass through. The question worth asking is, who decided 440 was the standard, and why that year? The next episode is already in my profile. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The full picture of sound healing is not alternative medicine. It is the convergence of multiple established scientific disciplines arriving at the same conclusion from different directions. Neuroscience has documented that binaural beats, slightly different frequencies played in each ear, produce measurable changes in brainwave states within minutes. Delta frequencies induce deep sleep. Theta induces meditative depth. Alpha induces relaxed focus. The brain entrains to acoustic input. This is not speculative. It is reproducible and has been studied at MIT, Stanford, and the Monroe Institute. The HeartMath Institute has shown that the human heart generates an electromagnetic field detectable several feet from the body, and that this field changes measurably in response to sound. At certain frequencies, heart rate variability increases, indicating a state of coherence associated with immune function, emotional regulation, and cognitive clarity. Water responds to frequency. Your body is approximately 70% water. Every cell membrane vibrates. Every protein in your body has a resonant frequency at which it operates optimally. Sound is not a metaphor for healing. Sound is the medium through which your biology is constantly being organized. The ancients used cymatics, solfeggio tones, and acoustic architecture not because it felt spiritual. They used it because it worked, because they understood that consciousness is vibrational, and that frequency is the most direct interface between the physical world and the mind. And once you see this, you cannot unsee it. The next episode is already in my profile. Subscribe so you don't miss it.